In this video lesson, we are going to discuss about the needs of the plant and why does the plant need the transport system. Plants, unlike animals, make their own organic molecules using a process which is known as photosynthesis. So it means that they require different kind of things, or they have some needs which will help them to make organic molecules. So let's see first which are these elements that are required for a plant, or which are these needs of a plant, and then let's discuss the reasons why plant to to have a transport system, why do plants need the transport system, and which are, let's say, the types of the transport system. So, plants require organic molecules, or let's say that they make their food by themselves. So, to make them through the process of photosynthesis, plants require, first of all, sunlight, they require carbon dioxide, and also water and minerals from the ground, as you can see in the picture in here. And then they are able to produce organic molecules and also to release oxygen. But let's say, how do plants transport, or let's say, how do plants take the water or carbon dioxide from the outside environment, or from the air, or from the ground, the water? How do they obtain these elements, and what kind of transport system do they use? Plants have two transport systems in their, let's say, way of being formed. They have xylem and phloem. Xylem vessel is a vessel which is able to transport water and inorganic ions, also minerals, from the ground or from the soil up to the stem and leaf, and through a liquid which is known as the xylem sap. Xylem sap is a liquid in which, let's say, we have the circulation of the water and inorganic ions. The movement of the water and inorganic ions, or minerals, in the xylem vessel, it is done from the ground up to the leaf. Then we have the second type of the transport system, which is the phloem. Phloem transports organic molecules such as sugars, which are a product of photosynthesis, through phloem sap. Phloem sap, it is a liquid in which circulates, let's say, the organic molecules and also water, and these circulate from different parts of the plant. So in difference of xylem, where water and minerals move from the ground or from the soil up to the plant, in the phloem sap moves from different kind of direction, which means from the soil up to the leaves, or in the opposite direction. We will be discussing later on for this thing in different kind of in other videos. So plants have needs, and they have they have two types, let's say, of transport system. But why do plants need this transport system? First of all, plants need this transport system to transport or to move substances from where they are absorbed to the place where they are needed. And for example, water and minerals are absorbed into the ground or the soil. So water and minerals are important to be transported from the place where they are absorbed to the place where they are needed. You can see in here with the blue color on the picture. So water and minerals are absorbed from the root into the xylem vessel, and through xylem vessel they will move to all the parts of the leaf, or to the stem too. Then the second reason, it is to move the substances from where they are produced, from where they are needed to the metabolism. You can see the orange color in here, or minerals, and you can see that sugars, for example, which are the products of the photosynthesis, are produced in the leaf, and they are transported to the ground or to the places of the leaf where they are to the places of the plant where they are needed. And the third reason why plants need transport system, it is to move substances to a different part of the plant as a store organ. For example, um, the sugars in the plant are stored as starch, let's say, into the parts of the leaf which work as a storage place. For example, the potato tubers, which are a very good place to store different kind of products of photosynthesis, or let's say to store sugars into the shape or into the type of starch. So there are three reasons why plants need transport system. First of all, to transport substances from the place where they are absorbed into the place where they are needed. And you can take as example the water and minerals. From the second reason is to transport the substances from the place where they are produced to the place where they are needed. For the metabolism, and the direction might be different. The sugar might move into the ground or soil, so in the roots, or it might go up to the flower. So the third reason is to move substances to a different part of the plant for storage, and I gave you the example of the potato tubers. So these were, let's say, the reasons why plants need transport system. Until now, we have been discussing only about the transport of water, minerals, and the products of photosynthesis. But what about oxygen and carbon dioxide? How do plants obtain oxygen and carbon dioxide? The oxygen and carbon dioxide transportation into the plant doesn't require the presence of any type of transport system, such as it happens in humans, that we have the heart and we have the blood vessels. But in the plants, the carbon dioxide it is obtained from the leaf and from small openings called stomata in the lower epidermis of the leaf. Later on, we are going to discuss about the structure of the leaf. And the carbon dioxide and the oxygen are obtained through the process of diffusion. You have already learned in the types of the transportation about diffusion as a passive transport, where the gases move from the place with a higher concentration to a place with a lower concentration. It means that the carbon dioxide it is found in a higher concentration in the air, so it will get inside of the leaf through these small openings or small pores known as stomata or stoma in plural. And so the carbon dioxide will be obtained for the cells through the process of diffusion from the air. And what about oxygen? All plants require a supply of oxygen for respiration. But cells do produce, let's say, they have the ability to produce oxygen through photosynthesis. So it means that they need of oxygen. Let's say they have enough oxygen for their needs because of a waste product of the photosynthesis. But the cells which are not actively making photosynthesis, let's say, are going, or let's say, need to take oxygen from their environment. And let's say that plants do also obtain oxygen from uh, from the environment, because the leaf of a plant has very wide spaces, air spaces inside, and these air spaces inside provide enough, let's say, area for the absorption of the oxygen by diffusion. Even though, let's say that plants do not need a rapid supply of oxygen such as animals, they are able to obtain oxygen through the process of diffusion. So plants do have a transport system. They have xylem and phloem, but these are important for the movement of water, minerals, and organic molecules or products of photosynthesis. So the transport of oxygen and the carbon dioxide doesn't require any type of transport system, because the leaf of the plant has spaces, air spaces, which allow the exchange of the gases between the outside environment and inside the environment of the leaf. So this was the lesson for today.